So my name is John McDonald. I'm from Yorkton, Saskatchewan, Canada area. I'm part of a family farm operation. It's multi-generation. We have my parents involved in the farm, my brothers and their families and wives, as well as my wife and two boys. And just a little story about our experience with the faithfulness and goodness of God through the 2022 growing season. Our weather was not favorable at all in the spring of 2022 to plant and get our crops seeded on time in east central Saskatchewan. We had excessive snow and a late winter thaw, and so spring was delayed through the region, and so that pushes everything back through the entire growing season. So in the end, we started about 3 weeks later than our normal start date for seeding our crops, and that usually translates into probably a full 4 weeks later off for harvest to begin, which puts us in a pretty stressful place as far as efficiencies and things like that go. We attempted to streamline that to speed things up. And through all that, we managed to finish up still at a late time traditionally, but not excessively late. And then later on, towards the end of June, we had some hail and big storms go through the area, and they impacted our hail damage, impacted our farm, and took about half the crop with severe damage from hail. And so that again delays things as far as maturity. It sets the crop back and pushes us into a high risk for a fall frost to really be damaging and devastating in terms of quality and yield and that sort of thing. And so as good as the crop was on the remaining part of the farm that hadn't been hailed upon, it still wasn't enough potential there to offset the loss that we had incurred. So at that point, we were, some stress and things like that was coming upon us because of all of that. And so it was 6th of July, there was another weather warning and weather watch for a storm system going through. And guess what? The remaining part of our farm ended up getting a lot of hail on it too. And so just driving around after, within the next hour of the storm passing through, I got a little bit loud in the truck, taking a look at what had happened, and I actually said, "Is that all you got, God?" In a manner that was anger, and I just said that loud, and I was pretty angry, I guess is the way to put it, and then I cooled down a little bit. A few minutes went by, and I just said in my own spirit, I said, "I give it all to you, God. You're in control. You've brought us to this point, and we trust you that you will become faithful and finish this once again, as we just trust you and ask that you would continue to bless us. We've had many blessings over time, and it's just a little bit of a pressure point, and we surrender it to you, and we trust you that our fall frost would be delayed, that the weather would be favorable. And I'm here to tell you, this is part of my life story and an experience with God, that He is faithful." And so the rest of that story is that the crop turned out to be a good solid average overall. We went frost-free for another almost 5 weeks from our normal frost-free date. Harvest came off with great quality, and all these things that we gave over to God and trusted Him, He was faithful and delivered a great harvest, and we're just blessed and thankful for Him being faithful, as He always is if you trust Him. Thank you.